It's Monday with the girls and the chicken.
Yay! Corona Kitchen!
Yay, Corona Kitchen is here.
We're still alive. We're still alive.
We haven't melted into oblivion. Because it's hot.
I mean, not to be, TMI, but there's hot, then there's menopausal hot.
Yes, that is true. And we should talk about it. People should talk about it. It's a real thing. And it's not fun.
I mean, there's no research done. You're just on your own. And it's really weird. We heard a random theory from one of your doctors. Maybe you might want to share with the viewers about COVID.
Yeah, I'm the only one who hasn't gotten COVID. It's probably because I'm a human inferno.
Hey, take one for the menopause. Woo!
Everybody's running for me. What? She's on fire.
Finally a positive. It's burning out the virus.
Oh my God. Yes, happy Monday. It is Monday.
Happy Monday, Kelly. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
We're happy to be back.
Yeah, we are. And we're all in one piece. It's all good. So far, I haven't gotten it. You haven't gotten it.
Knocking on the wooden table. I'm just.
And you went all the way to Croatia and back.
I was in Rome with a lot of tourists, and Croatia was more spread out, but still, I mean, we wore masks in congested areas, and I mean, I don't know what it is. Is it just because I'm sweating and hot all the time?
That's my theory. I'm a blast furnace.
Or the anger seething inside of me at the government and just burning the virus? Like, what's happening?
Oh my God. Well, speaking of heat, that's how I came to this little dish that I'm making. I was going to a party, like just a small group of women were going to hang out and bring appetizers and sit on my friend's patio. And I thought, oh, it'd be fun to bring those dates that are wrapped in bacon. I'm like, yeah, no, it's too hot. It's too hot to cook them. And then I can't go there and say, hey, can you put this in your oven?
Yeah.
So I came up with a version of the dates and trying, in the way that you do to try to approximate the flavors that you get with bacon on dates. So it's sweet and salty and smoky. So that's how I came up with this idea. And it turned out really well. People were flipping out over my dates. So I thought, what a perfect place to share it with.
You don't have to cook it, which is great.
Yeah, you don't have to cook it. You can bring it to parties. People love it. And it's vegetarian if you eat cheese.
Oh my God, Kelly, COVID incinerator. That's so true.
That's what I am.
Okay, we're taking that on.
Anybody has done research on that.
I mean, no one has, because no one researches anything for women over 50.
About women over 50.
Oh, wow. Oh, great idea. Great idea, though, Kelly. All right, so.
Okay, so I have these gorgeous medjool dates that are organic from Trader Joe's.
Yum, and they're pitted, even better.
And they're pitted, which is the first part of the story. I hate pitting dates. Don't do that. Just buy the pitted ones.
Messy.
Yeah, and they're really large, too. This is perfect for this.
Oh, wow. Oh, I love dates. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use the goat cheese to stuff them with. And so I've taken the goat cheese out for about an hour so it's soft and easy to handle.
What kind of goat cheese are you using?
Just regular old organic goat cheese in a log.
Plain.
Yeah, plain. Although I have seen at Trader Joe's the goat cheese with the honey in it. But I'm going to be making a honey bourbon syrup to kind of like a glaze to go on top, so you don't need to do that. But I guess if you didn't want to make the glaze, you could get that.
Oh my God. Well, I was thinking about how sometimes you see like the garlic herb.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't get that. Just regular old, because I'm going to be adding stuff to it. So when you open the date, kind of spread it open like that.
Okay.
And then just take a little of the goat cheese. I put like maybe a teaspoon in. Now, I think that's about how much I have in, and then just close it up around the date.
Okay. Cute. Oh, Kelly says anger burns all. Very true.
Yes, very true. So, whoa! Lily's going.
Oh my God! There's a jumping cat in the background.
Did you see her?
Wow! I wasn't prepared for that.
Yard and runs across the kitchen, through the living room, in the kitchen, and up the pole.
Okay, I was so not prepared for that. I was like, "What is that?"
It's our little kitty bomb.
Oh my God!
It's funny. Okay, so you just do that with a bunch of dates, and I've just put them on a plate, on a pretty plate. You know, there you go.
Oh my God, I just love the sweet thing with cheese. It's just with the soury, salty goat. Yum.
Yeah, goat cheese is a perfect cheese. Now, when you do them with bacon, I usually have put like manchego on the inside. Which is a totally different flavor than this. Has that tanginess to it.
Right.
But because I'm going to put those, the honey sauce on the top, I decided I wanted a more tangy cheese. And so this is so delicious.
Let's say you were going to do the bacon date. Can you just quickly tell us how you do your bacon dates?
Yeah, I use manchego cheese. I wrap it in a piece of bacon, and I don't like double wrap over the top, because then the bacon won't really get crisp.
Okay.
It's too hard to get it crisp. And then you bake them in the oven like that. And I make like a red pepper sauce usually if I'm going to serve those, like a sweet red pepper sauce.
So if you have AC, you can make the bacon date.
What's that?
If you have AC, you can make the bacon date.
Yes. Hey, feel free to turn on your oven if you have AC.
Otherwise, you're making this.
Otherwise, do this. Okay, this is my cheaty way to do. I know Kelly's going to say, get that thing I bought you. But not everybody has that thing that you bought me. But everyone has a plastic bag and either a heavy pan or a mallet. And I just took like a handful of nuts and I'm smacking them. This is
again getting rid of any anger you may have for the moment.
This is called anger management. So these are roasted and slightly salted pistachios.
Oh, yum!
And I wanted like a bit of crunch, like you would get if you had crispy bacon.
Yummy.
So that's what I'm putting on the top of these. I'm only going to do a few right now, but you'll be getting some tomorrow.
I'm very excited.
I know, they're so delicious. This is like the perfect lunch for me.
Oh my God. Dates are, not everybody eats dates, but if you don't, you're missing out because they're one of nature's candies. Like it's literally candy.
Yeah. Now, I have smoked salt. These are salt flakes. They're so beautiful too. Look at that.
Wow.
And it's hickory smoked salt. So I'm just going to get that salty, smoky flavor that you would get from bacon with these salt flakes. And I'm just going to do a little tiny bit on each one.
Okay, that's such a genius idea. I think that your salt collection rivals any chef.
You helped with my beautiful Croatian salt.
I keep giving you salt.
Because I love salt.
I know.
Okay, so this is the giant bottle of bourbon.
Just in case. It's like a bathtub of bourbon right there.
No, it looks like we're making it in the basement, but we're not. All right, so what I'm going to do is take 1/4 cup of honey, which I did not measure, but it's about that.
I won't hold it against you.
Thank you. And to 2 tablespoons of bourbon. Now, if you were going to be like Lisa, and who's a maple syrup lover, and you like mapley bacon, you could use maple syrup instead.
I do love syrup.
Yes, I know you do. And you could use that. So what I'm going to do is heat this up. It'll heat off the alcohol and infuse the honey with the kind of that smoky, woody flavor of the bourbon.
That's going to be so good. That's going to be so, so good.
And now what I would do is plate these like so, like do the whole plate. And I bring the honey bourbon syrup along in like a little jar, and it stays, thin. And that way you can pour it. It doesn't have to be hot. Then you can just pour it on top when you get there. And the reason I want to do that is because I want the nuts to stay as crunchy as possible.
Right.
And putting them on the dates, I would put them on like at the last minute before you leave.
Okay.
And then do the sauce when you get wherever you're going, or if you're home right before you're going to serve.
That's just a lovely array of flavors.
Yes, it is. It is fantastic. And it's such, like when I was vegetarian for all those years, my favorite thing to do was to try and approximate flavors and textures of what I would get when I was, making meatballs or cooking with meat, whether it was like eggplant parm or something, or like a veal parmesan or something. I would make tempeh and slice it really thin and bread it just the same way I would if it was meat. And people didn't know, if you use the same spices and but that's what I would use if I was going to make a veal parm, because you want that kind of texture of meat.
Right.
I wouldn't use tofu because tofu's too soft.
Right.
So
I have not seen tempeh in a long time. Is it available? I never see it.
I don't look for it anymore because I don't eat it anymore. But I did find textured vegetable protein, which is similar, in that it's textured, and that is what I always used to use to make meatballs. And I would soak the TVP in all kinds of spices and soy sauce and things that would infuse it with flavor.
Mushroom juice.
Okay,
so
Mm-hmm.
Our viewer says the best consistency of meat is something with meat. Well,
that's kind of true.
Probably true.
Okay, so I'm letting this come to a boil for just like a couple minutes, basically to burn off the alcohol. And then it's done. And then you can just drizzle it on and eat one, which I'm going to do right now.
Look how fast that is. That's
yep. And you're done. And that was just perfect, like super fast in the hot weather. Here, my husband disappeared. I'm going to let you see these.
Where's the director of photography? Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Wow. It looks so pretty too.
Yeah, they're very pretty. They're very yummy.
Oh my God, my mouth is totally watering. I don't know what I'm having for dinner once again.
You can do a drive-by and pick up a few. Yes, yeah. And I'm going to taste one right now. Yum. It's that salty, sweet, crunchy, tangy, delicious. It's delicious. And I'm telling you, when I brought them to a party, people flipped out. So,
I would. If I picked that up at a party, I would flip. The only other time I've had anybody flip of anything I brought was when I do my, which I have done on the show, the artichoke dip. My classic artichoke dip. That's when I bring that, it's just gone. But I haven't been to a party in so long with a lot of people that I don't even remember.
Okay, so I have to show this on the screen.
What did she say? That is called a row has been overturned order.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
We might as well eat good because we are far less a citizen than we were 2 weeks ago.
There is a reason why our cookbook is named That Time We Ate Our Feelings.
I need to eat more feelings.
And it's funny, like we started off eating our feelings and now we're eating our feelings more than we ever were before.
I'm eating my feelings, your feelings, everyone's feelings.
We're just eating, stress eating. And you know, there's a reason.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Huz.
Yes.
Try one.
Yeah. Oh,
Here we go. Here's the ultimate, David.
Oh.
Yeah.
What David says.
Here, rub it in that.
Oh, rub it in this.
Yeah, rub it in the sauce.
Sauce.
Rub it in the bourbon.
Put it in the sauce. Show your face.
Mm.
And
That'll cure COVID. Yeah.
It makes my poor husband happy since he has to live with the human incinerator.
Very good.
Yeah, these are yummy. He's taking the whole plate now.
oh my God, he just took the whole plate. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so it's hard to know measurements. It just depends on how many you're going to make. Like, I would think if I had a log of that cheese, about half of it is going to do a whole container of dates.
There's a thing that you do with your mind. You take the amount you have and you just think stuffing the date. I'm going to eyeball
it. Work. Oh my God. So Lisa and I are going to be working on a project together, and we'll tell you a little more about it next week after we get a few more things solidified. But we're very excited.
Exciting. Yes, we'll have a show next week. I'll be at my sister's in California.
So excited.
I'm going to a wedding. I'm going to a bat mitzvah. I've got all kinds of family events, but I do have Monday night.
Maybe there's bat mitzvah food.
Oh yeah, I wonder what's happening with that. That would be perfect.
Yeah.
But anyway, we have lots of fun things to talk to you about because as I realized while talking to a Corona Kitchen member last night at dinner. Oh, hi.
He looks just
a lot of people don't understand about your one-woman show and your dedication to theater and the theater actor that you are and what that's all about. So, we're going to explain. We're going to talk about that because it's a big deal. She's a big deal, people.
Yay. I'm excited. Finally, we're going to have some projects going, and we hopefully will have some info on the book.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping. Everyone cross their fingers.
The gut feeling is good.
Good.
What?
Good.
We don't really know yet, but we'll know tomorrow, hopefully. Maybe.
Yeah. So I'm going to suggest that people donate to Planned Parenthood.
I just want to say, I think I've been donating to Planned Parenthood since I was 18.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, if you don't, the good people. Planned Parenthood's good people.
That's right. And you see what you can do about joining things. I am so excited that I've been working with Beto on his campaign because I am feeling more and more confident that he's going to make Texas turn around, baby. So there's lots of groups you can join, lots of things you can do. I'm writing letters to Texans. And it's actually a really cool thing to do while you're just hanging out, watching TV. Just write some letters or write some postcards.
Or postcards, or people think that their voice doesn't matter. Calling, emailing, writing. As a person who works for state government, they have to. People who receive these things, they really do look at it and they really do listen to their constituents. So, do your part if you can.
Yeah, and if you can't and you need to donate money, this is a great organization to donate to because they are keeping track of all the smaller elections, like on the state level, and they're helping move money toward the races that need it. So those are our thoughts of the day.
Try to stay cool if you're living in an area like we are that it's just hotter than blazes. I'm gonna think of me tomorrow Wednesday as I drive through Needles and
Needles. Ah!
And Kingman.
I'm starting to sweat just thinking about it.
What am I gonna do? We have AC in the car. Thank God we have AC in the car. Thank God.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember we drove across Needles when we were kids on our only family vacation. And we had pasta in our camper van and it melted in Needles. My mom was like, don't let the car stop. The tires are going to melt.
It's a wild place down there. It's very, very hot in the summer.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us, you guys.
Thanks for being here. We really appreciate you. Thanks for getting us to over 500 on Instagram. Yay! Keep going.
Yay! Try making a date. Show me one. Come and get it.
Thank you.
Bye. It's a little glitchy. Good to see you too.
Good to see you too. I don't know who that is, but good to see you.
Bye.
Bye.